Israelites. This is Nebraska Watchman, GMS Nebraska Watchman. Sit down, of course. And we're here to bring you the truth of the Bible. Alright, first we're going to say all praise to Yahweh C.I.A. Double honor to our elders, apostles of GMS, and we're going to say all praise and honor and glory goes to Yahweh C.I.A. Back at the routine, because we have to sit down a good deal of time, so but we're going to get it in today. And it's like it's a late thing, but we're getting into it still, dealing with because we almost out of here, and we always say that because we are almost out of here. We are in the last days, with that being said, because the last days started when Yahweh Shai set foot on the scene, you know what I'm saying? But in these times, we're in the latter end of the end, you know what I'm saying? Go get it. The last days should be wars, rumors of wars, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And now it's a high time we gotta sleep. You got something in the midst of that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3.
Right.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Yeah, well, it's a vision of the destruction of America. Okay, the last trump. All right, go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
But in the end it shall speak. What that mean? At the end it shall accomplish what it said it's going to accomplish. So just like the Lord said He's going to save Israel. Okay, that the end of that is the salvation of Israel. It shall speak and not lie. It shall be accomplished. So that means only the Israelites will be saved, because that was spoken in a prophecy. Okay, also the destruction of America is spoken in a prophecy, and that's not going to lie. Okay, go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Yeah, though it tarry. All right, what tarry means to take a while. Okay, to take longer than expected. Just like one of the elders brought up, it's not tarrying; it's just tarrying according to our time. Okay, because we don't understand the Most High's ways. All right, so therefore it seems like it's tarrying. Okay, but everything is going real right. Okay, go ahead.
According to the plan.
Yep.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Yeah, that's what we said. It will not tarry. Okay, though it tarry, do you feel like it's taking long? Be patient, because it's not taking long. You know what I'm saying? To put it in layman's terms. Okay, because go ahead.
Oh, you can go finish.
No, I was saying because these prophecies are coming to pass. That's why all these Israelites are popping up, because they see all these prophecies coming to pass. And there's more going on than what meets the eye. And we're going to go a little bit into it, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll go deeper, Lord willing, later on down the line. Go ahead.
It's funny you said it. So I went to go see the movie Lucy. It's Romans 13, like 13 and 10. But I went to go see the movie Lucy. And pretty much y'all see the trailer or whatever. She pretty much has spiritual power if you want to bring it to the scriptures. But they was asking her questions because she was far beyond their intelligence, and they was asking her questions or whatever. And they came. I can't remember exactly the question that they asked her, but they asked her something about time. So she showed like a little clip of a car driving past, and then she sped the clip up. And she sped the clip up so fast that the car ended up disappearing. The car was there, but the time was so fast that it didn't look like the car was there. Speaking on time, this, like, it seemed like you said, though Terry, wait for it. It seemed like it's taking a long time. That's because we in these bodies, we're in this flesh, so sometimes we think carnally, you know what I'm saying? But, being on a higher level, with it's the Most High's will, you be more spiritual. You can see that it's coming like that, man. You can see hours becoming minutes, and minutes becoming seconds. Like the time is just speeding up. So it seems like it's taking a while, but it's not really that long, man. Like this thing gonna pop off any minute now, man, and we're gonna be out of this place, Lord willing,
Yeah, and that's what's going on right now. Is that the time, even like the brother said, you got the prophecies, but the days are going by faster. You know what I'm saying? It's still counted as, that's how powerful the Most High is. It feels, you can count the hours, but the hours are going by fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, before you know it, 20 minutes feel like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the Most High works. You know, and time is slowing down. You can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? But you know it. You know it's slower than what you think it is. Okay. So with that being said, we're gonna get back with the subject on hand. You know, because we brought up the fact that we are almost out of here. So go ahead.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11, and that knowing the time,
knowing what time when. We're in a time of wars, rumors of wars. We're in a time of death and destruction. We're in a time of uprising. Okay, it's not Luke. It's hard to. I'm gonna read this. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Now there's more to it, but the point is right now we're in a time of uprising. We're in a time of war. There's a time of peace and there's a time of war. We're in a time of war. And you can't sit here and manipulate theory and say we're in a time of peace because we have war. No, it's the obvious. Not theory, it's the obvious. People are warring right now. You know what I'm saying? So it is the time of war. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's, you know, how Jake does, he try to bring in theories and make some shit the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lunchtime, y'all in the middle of lunch and he trying to fast and you know, it's like, we're in the time of eating. No, we're in the time of fasting. We're in the time of not eating because people are getting fat and this and that. No, niggas is eating right now. The bell has rung and people are eating because the bell has rung. It's lunchtime. That's the obvious. But in your mind, you believe people should be a certain way, so you say this is that time for it. No, that's what church niggas do. We say we're in a time of, basically what I'm saying, we'll tell Jake on the street, this is a time of war, because this war is happening, this war is happening, this war is happening. Their rebuttal to us is, no, it's not the time of war because we are going to war. We need peace in this world. You know what I'm saying? No, we do need peace, but that's not the time we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what it is. You got to go with what it is. All right?
You're not going to get peace but through war.
Yeah, to certain elements, you know. Go ahead. Read that again.
Okay, something?
Yeah, I want this to be read. I don't want it to be from
Romans chapter 13, verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than we believe because that we is talking about the niggas that's not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because our salvation is nearer than we believe as far as them, but they're not paying attention. You got ISIS, you have Ukraine and Russia, you have Russia and America, Russia and Israel, you have China, you have all these things. And the reason why niggas don't see that, that's why they believe it's tarrying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not tarrying. Because all these things are happening. These niggas out here are not paying attention. You know, to the fact we've been beefing with Russia for a long time. Russia's been a boogeyman. They've been using Russia as a boogeyman for a very long time.
Since Cold War days.
Yep, and that's why I definitely wanted to get in. I believe it was World War II. Yeah, you know, around that area. Would you say before that?
Cold War.
The Cold War?
Okay. Right after World War II.
Yeah, but it was during the World War II too. They used them as a boogeyman during the Cold War also. You know what I'm saying? Because Russia was shut down as a Soviet Union. You know, but they used them as a threat. You know, throughout that time. You know what I'm saying? But there still was something going on. But they still basically used Russia as a boogeyman. I'm saying, all right, you got something to that? Not to that, but the rest of that?
Yeah. Verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand.
Yeah, darkness, you know, to not see, or the period that calm before the storm. You know what I'm saying? That's already, you know, the time to play around is all done with, okay? The day is at hand, the destruction, time to get right, okay? Go ahead.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
There you go. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness represents, you know, being blind or just being wicked. You know what I'm saying? Cast off that ignorance is bliss. Cast off, I'll find out when I get there, cast off stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Cast off laziness, cast off whatever that is not contrary, that is contrary to salvation. Okay? Go ahead.
Let us put on the armor of light.
Let us put on the light. And the light is known as the word of the Most High. You know, light is coming to the world, and the world understood it not. It was talking about who? Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai is known as the Word, as you read in St. John, the 1st chapter.
In Isaiah 8:20, if they preach not according to his word, there is no light in them, man.
Yeah. Yep, and Yahweh Shai is that word. Okay? Go ahead. That should be it today.
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright, you got what you got?
Matthew. Matthew, I'm going to start at 3 and then jump down to 6. Matthew 24:3.
Right.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Yep. So that's, first of all, you're supposed to be into the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Not the end of the globe, but you're supposed to be into the times. You know, as we went over on the highways last week about the times, you know what I'm saying? That we're supposed to be occupied in the word and the prophecies. The word of the ancient and the prophecies. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
We shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Okay, that's Ukraine, Russia, that's South Korea, America, that's Iran, Israel, that's China, America, dealing with the fighting over that what's the region of that sea?
The Black Sea.
No.
And which area?
They're fighting over that middle.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, with the China Sea, I believe it's
Oh,
the China Sea.
the
South China Sea. They're fighting over that area. You know what I'm saying? You got uprisings going on here, but there's many wars. You know, it's like there's certain ones passing my mind. There's ones I'm naming the rumors. There's active wars going on also. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that. You know, it says wars and rumors of wars. Like we said, ISIS. You got wars going on in Africa right now, man. Where they, I forgot. I believe it's. I don't know if it's the Congo. I highly doubt it's the Congo. I believe it's a region above it, where they said that the military has completely left that country. They were getting invaded. Basically, they were getting invaded by another African tribe. That country's military left that city, that country defenseless of the opposing military, and the opposing military is just running through and doing what they want to do. Okay, you have those type of uprisings. You got
Nigeria.
That's Nigeria.
Well, I know that it's Boko Haram or something like that. They're taking over Nigeria. Those are supposed to be the ones that kidnapped all those little girls or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they taking over that country.
Yeah.
And then they trying to start a caliphate they damn self.
Yeah.
Which is basically what ISIS is doing. So you got, you know what I'm saying, the blacks. I don't know if they might be Jake because they're in like that Nigeria area, but they're trying to take over Africa for the Muslims, and then you got the actual Arabs trying to take over Africa, Asia Minor, all the way to pretty much China. You know what I'm saying, for their cause.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good point because we're gonna get into some the bust of the sit down. Okay. You got more of that?
Yeah. Ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
Yep.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Yeah, don't get troubled, don't get stressed out because all these things come to pass. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet, but we're close. We're very close. Okay. You might say, oh, it's not yet. That means we got no. You know what I'm saying? It may look like the end, but the end is not yet because there's a stage after that. It has to be the RFID chip. Okay. That's one of the main things that's right after, which is the mark of the beast, which is that's that last final stage of Esau's action. All right, that's his That's his wild card. That's his joker. That's his high joker right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
And they condition you for it too. That's why most of these credit cards now, they got that EMV chip in it, which is big in Europe. To even use a credit card in Europe, you gotta have an EMV chip. And then most American Express cards are getting them now.
Yeah, a lot of those debit cards has them the high, like Chase Bank, them type of banks have them. It's an RFID chip, you know, because you can go on YouTube and they'll show you how to destroy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is take a hammer and hit it, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it'll destroy it. You know, showing them type of things. Because how we know those chips are there? Because you go to Walgreens, you go to different high-ranking consumer stores, grocery stores, and instead of swiping, they got a little Wi-Fi signal on top of the swiper thing. That's for you to lay your card on. You can just wave your wallet over there.
Already passed type bill.
Because they actually got wallets now that are RFID protectors for your wallet in case you walk past one of those and you scan, you know, accidentally. So you got a wallet that'll protect you from scanning something accidentally. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I was gonna read 7 and 8 with it.
Okay.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Yeah, for nation shall rise against nation. You got Gaza, the Hamas against Israel. You got you know, Libya's already been sacked. You know, but they're going through. You got Iran against America, Iran against Israel, Russia. You got China. You got South Korea. Okay, you got South Korea beefing with America. You know,
it's North Korea.
Oh, Slovakia. I keep saying South Korea. My bad. Slovakia. What I'm saying earlier about South Korea, I meant North Korea. What's that? Keep on. Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un. You got Japan. You got Japan. They're beefing with China on the low. Behind that South China Sea situation. You got Japan beefing with America. You know, behind the nuclear power plant. The nuclear power plant's taking them blows because they blame it on America behind the earthquakes, which goes back to heart. You know what I'm saying? Because them people know about that technology because they got high ranking people that are into that technology themselves. Okay, you got China. I was reading an article dealing with. I don't know if it's always factual, but they're talking about. I believe it's China that has them supersonic. I believe it's China or Russia that has some supersonic submarines.
It was China.
China that can make it from
In 2 hours.
Yeah, like 1 hour and 30. You know, according to your boy Dabu. You know, so that's like a big deal. You know, which is far fetched to me. You know what I'm saying? For something that go that fast in water, and to make it over there without colliding with something in water. It's not, you know, to me.
You're gonna hit a shark or something.
Yeah, you know, that's gonna be a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's far fetched to me, but that's according to articles and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's wars and rumors of wars and a war against nation. Go ahead.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, that's talking about, it's like nation against nation, but you got like sects, you know, tribes, you got things like that. You know, go ahead.
There should be famines.
Yeah, there should be famines. You got sanctions, because all this is what I'm doing right now is building up to the bust of the subject. You know, which deals with Nate is conspiracies. Okay, because even though you can say that Iran is going through a famine right now, right? But you can say it's because of the sanctions, but nonetheless, it's a famine.
Still happening.
You know, yes, it's still an act of reason. You know what I'm saying? If you're saying, oh, it's a sanction, that's why it's a famine. That's why they're going through. It's not no prophecy. That's like saying it's no coincidence. I mean, it's a such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. The Most High Orchestra, He used everybody in His world to implement His will. All right. That's why Iran is going through their famine. That's why
Same with North Korea.
North Korea. That's why Russia is going through a partial famine. You You know what I'm saying? And America's going through a famine, okay? Because of their resources, their lack of resources. That's what they're doing all this fighting for, okay? To control the resources, okay? You got more of that?
Yeah. And pestilences.
Yeah, and pestilence and sickness, you know, Ebola, you know, which through the spirit, we got on it like a week before it became big news, you know. Through the spirit, we was researching and we seen the fact that, look, hey, you know, this Ebola thing is, you know, kind of serious out there. At that point in time, it was out serious in the continent of Africa, okay. But now it's coming over here in America, you know. They're taking patients and all this and that. You know, that's a pestilence. You know, go ahead.
They did if I can speak on it, they did the same thing in Britain. They took somebody from over there and from Africa and brought them over to Britain in the same type of manner, and it's spreading. As well as this came out that it can be spread airborne, and the virus is actually mutating. So, you know what I'm saying, it's not the same virus.
Yeah,
Every time it goes through someone new,
it levels up.
Yeah.
It levels up. It adapts to a different level. You know what I'm saying? That it evolves. You know, I ain't gonna say it evolves it, because I don't believe in evolution. It grows. It takes it learns more. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it evolves. It's just picking up something that already exists. It's just adding on to itself. You know, because it goes from just being this type. It goes into this blood cell, this body, this DNA has these type of components in it, to where it gathers that. It's going to gather things as it jumps from person to person.
Taking what it needs as it goes.
Yep. And whatever it needs may advance it to a different level. You know. Okay. Go ahead.
And earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah. Dang. They had an earthquake in California, the biggest earthquake.
Yeah.
Biggest earthquake in the century. You know. So you had that. You had that flood. You know, you had another earthquake in China also, I believe. I believe it was China. But there's so many earthquakes. They're sporadic, but the latest one was the one in California. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8, last one. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
There's a beginning of sorrows. Okay. And sorrow, the people are going. Let's look at that word sorrows. People are going through them very sorrow. What you think happened? What you think is happening over there in the Middle East, in the Eastern Hemisphere? You know what I'm saying? What you think happened when that flood hit? You know, what you think happened when they're shooting rockets? We're dealing with you know, Palestine and all them car bombs, buildings getting blown up, Ebola, the Ebola outbreak. What do you think? That's a lot of sorrow, man. That's not happy times for somebody dealing with somebody's life, you know, in general. Okay, it's a happy time for us because of the prophecies of the Lord. Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorrows come from the Greek word adin, which is the pain of childbirth, travail pain, birth pain, intolerable anguish, in reference to the dire calamities precede the event of the Messiah.
Yeah, the intolerable anguish, you know, the calamities precede in the event of the return of Yahushua, which proved that Yahushua ain't coming back. Why would he come back? Why would he bring all that drama before he arrives? You know, you watch movies. We always, you know, GMS, we're referring to movies. I know y'all hate that shit. But how many movies have you seen where everybody, before the main event, you know, everybody's getting beat up and stabbed and shot, and then it's a party after that? You know what I'm saying? Normally when a person's about to come and he's about to show love with everybody, he has a party before he comes. You know what I'm saying? He has a nice little setup. You show up late to get your shine on.
Nice introduction.
You know, a nice intro. But why would your intro be putting your foot up everybody's ass? You know what I'm saying? If your arrival is based on showing everybody love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yahushua is coming back to put foot up people, and his warming up party is these calamities. You know? Okay, that's why it says the end is not yet by and by. You know? The end is not yet to come, because he warming up. When he come with the chariots, the mountains, mountains, when I say mountains, I mean chariots. When he come with the chariots, it's going to be full force. It's going to be like you can't do nothing. There's going to be people getting beat to powder. Okay?
Yeah. Scriptures say all that.
Yep. So you got that in Micah?
Yeah.
Let me get that Micah.
Okay.
I don't want to deviate. We about to get on the subject matter. We have to warm it up a little bit, because all this evolves around this. Go ahead.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, devise iniquity, devise wickedness, and work evil upon their beds. Okay? Basically in their little homes or their meetings. And it's talking about the so-called white man. Okay? Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Basically, when they have the opportunity, when they get into their jobs, their senates, their high positions, or whatever position it is, they practice it. Okay, go ahead.
Because it is in their power of their hand.
Because it is in their power of their hands. Because the so-called white man is a wicked human being. Okay, I don't know how to word it any more complicated, more simple than that. He's a wicked individual, you know, and when it's in his power, he will practice wickedness. Okay, he contemplates it, and he has the power through Senate, through military, through police, through judicial officials. Okay, through economics, dealing with jobs and opportunities, dealing with aid to the poor. Okay, they devise iniquity. They have the power to orchestrate all things, from economics to war. Okay, but they're wicked, so when they contemplate it, they do these things. And what I wanted to get into is the fact I was watching that movie I was telling the brother about, the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd, which is a good movie on getting into conspiracies. Maybe you should watch that, you know, because when I was watching that, I said, this motherfucker, how can you say